Welcome to Argue Bros, the podcast that gives you multiple perspectives on today's hottest topics. Hosted by NicoPengin, Fred in Progress, and Jess Freeman. If you're looking for some inspiration from and for normal people, or simply want to know the bros a little more, you better open up your mind to the fresh perspective that's coming your way right now.
And welcome to Argue Bros, a podcast where you got three knuckleheaded biased individuals who sometimes say unbiased things. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe sometimes, I don't know. Anyway.
I like to live my bias. What you mean, fam?
Anyway, we got a lot of stuff going on nowadays. We got stuff in the news.
Man, city boys be down every day of the week, apparently.
Man,
by law.
Man, we got this memorandum thing. What's it called? The Evictorandum?
Are you talking about the eviction moratorium?
Yeah, this eviction moratorium, man, is going to get tied to, I don't know if it's going to get tied to some positivity or some negativity.
Bro, how, fam? How is it going to be positive?
Because, there's going to be a lot of people sniffing out those vacant places. Landlords are going to be looking into doubling up. Corporations are going to be looking to
suck up all that money in cash and housing. Now, what we need to do is we need to run a scam, like that. We need to run some scams out here, fam. Like that. You know that girl on CNN who had like 3 children who got like $200,000 donations. ain't even a bitch of kids. Ain't even a bitch of kids, dog. Yeah. She's like, we struggling. We about to get put out on the street. She's just a sitter. She literally just fucking the baby daddy. Like, bro, oh my god.
Oh wait, hold on. She was with the baby daddy?
Yeah, she just the girlfriend of the baby daddy. Of 3 kids, and the mom was the real one. So I'm just like, bro,
wait, but she didn't know.
You just ruined it for all single mom about to get kicked out, fam. Like,
what? Man,
ain't nobody about to donate to another one. That $10, they said, nah, fam. They said, nah, that's better than the trash now.
But didn't the company like withhold the $200,000 or whatever, and that's where the truth came to light?
I didn't care enough to check. I just laughed and moved on in my life.
Yeah, I think she made like $200,000 in 24 hours, and like the company decided to like freeze the funds or whatever. But that's kind of wild, like how easy it is to make $200,000 just asking like, can you give me some money real quick? Because
the sob story is throughout time, a woman's sob story always garners the most attention.
I plead the fifth. What?
I'm not saying that negatively. I'm just saying that throughout time, I'm just saying in general, just throughout time.
Oh my god, yeah, bro, it's me.
What's you?
You hear all this lagging?
Nah, you sound good to me.
Mm-hmm.
No, you was kind of lagging.
Yeah, and the internet connection is garbo. Now let me change that word. Garbaggio.
Ooh, okay.
So one day you gonna get fiber, my guy. One day.
Hey,
when you gonna get that fiber, that glass wire.
We'll rue the day. But in regards to the sob story, you think is that effective over time?
Oh hell yeah, bro! What you mean? Even back to you can look at the racism of the women's who sob stories. Look at that's why it's believe all women. You can look at all that kind of stuff. It's what it is. That's their benefit. But hey, I would like to give the benefit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look at these PPP scams back out here, boy. These eviction moratorium, man. I'm getting kicked out tomorrow. Where my money at? You feel me? See, that's why you can be trans woman. Be like trans and be like, yo,
yeah, I plead the fifth. What? I did not sign up for this.
Get it, go fund me real quick. You feel me?
Who is this man? Who is this man?
Go fund me like, yo, I'm getting evicted, dog. I'm getting evicted.
Yeah, who knows this guy? Does anybody know who Fred is?
Yo, I'm just talking about the world.
Fred in progress, still loaded.
You know what I know?
He ain't progressed yet.
I'm on my path to be a strong individual who's respectful. But I'm just saying, if you want to get the bread the easy way, I'm just trying to give you a path out, man. For all y'all people who need a path out, I'm just trying to provide you the easiest way. Get you a GoFundMe, create you a sob story, work on that shit, and call CNN. Make sure you got the prop set up. Make sure you got a good acting career, because you don't gotta go to Hollywood to act. You just gotta figure out where you gotta perform at. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, you do bring a good point, because a lot of people, they be acting at the welfare. They be acting on
the corner, fam. They be on Walmart. They go get in their BMW afterwards with they like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Be like, I don't gotta work a job. Y'all are my job. What? I get like $20 a car out here. What you mean? You just gotta know where to act. That's all I'm saying.
It'd be sucking though, because for the people that honestly be needing assistance or whatever, like it's kind of crazy the fact that like the income caps on a lot of like federal assistance is super high. Like you can get into like housing and get like subsidized housing and get subsidized medication and stuff like that if you're a single person and you're like under 75,000. And that one spot takes away from a person or two that like applied and their income is only like 15 or 10,000. And I'm like, man, that is crazy. Like you could be having like an above median income salary and still be in subsidized housing.
Man, hey, I call that a smart investment.
What? They make no sense.
Man, what you mean? I get to live below my means? What do you mean? That makes no sense. That's like living below your means on Nitro. Like what? You get to take home so much. That's like back to the old day of like, yo, let me take my cash under the table and then you pay me
yeah. There's so many. Yeah, you know how
when Fred becomes a billionaire, he's gonna live in Washington Heights.
Bro, nah, chill out now. I'm not gonna live in Washington Heights. I'm gonna just funnel my money elsewhere. That way I can make a lot of money and save a lot of money. I'll be living like a king now. Hold up. I'm living like a king in my 1-bedroom studio.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, yo, how are these people making so much bread and living in this kind of situation? Like, what? And then, like, you got people outside that ain't making enough, and they're trying to get a spot in, and it's like, hey, I can barely, make ends meet. I was wondering, like, man, that's just weird.
That's the loopholes in the system, and the people who have money are usually smart enough to figure out the loopholes so they can benefit from it.
Yeah, because it's like if you know what the median income is. And you know that you got people that are making more than the median income type of thing. Like,
just like with my job, I was $1 over trying to get me some electrical assistance for heating. I'm like, yo, fam, can I get paid like $1 less? Like, like what is this foolishness?
People ask me like, yo, why'd you take a lesser paying job? I was like, man, I need that healthcare, baby.
Benefits? What you mean?
Like I currently make too much money. You know what I'm saying? So if I took this one, I pay a little bit less. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but I also can qualify for gym assistance because the YMCA is a little expensive. Cost a little money.
Save money where you can. I mean, it depends, man.
Got a penny pinch. You know what I'm saying? Cause we ain't rich like Fred. You know what I'm saying? Fred got all that money.
What? I'm trying to come up with scams to rob people. What you mean I got money? I'm broke and broke. What you talking about? I'm watching these PPP loans like, yo, okay, what they do to mess up? I just got to not do that. I bet.
But I don't even think it's that hard. Like, think about it. If you theoretically, like, this ain't no advice to people. I'm just saying. Like, if you theoretically took out an EIN number, that's an employment identification number from the IRS, and you theoretically opened a bank account, if you theoretically took out a loan, either from directly the bank or you took out an SBA small business loan because you were affected theoretically during the pandemic and you theoretically need some money to jumpstart your business, theoretically, you probably would be eligible for like $50,000.
All right, this is a rated R podcast now. I got more crazy ideas.
Which you could theoretically then default on as a business and then not have to pay that back. But those are just theories from a crazy deranged man. You know what I'm saying? But those are just that's what I heard I heard that be happening. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just heard that EIN numbers be used to create companies to then take out SBA loans that get defaulted on, and then the business disappears overnight with the money. That's what I heard, but I don't know.
You better be able to perform a good disappearing act.
Bada bing.
Banks don't like their money played with.
No, banks get their money, but it's just the government. Oh, because it's through the banks, right?
Correct. And banks don't like their money played with.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Like, you may get away for a time. If you get caught, the bank don't play.
Those are just theories. I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I got a great theory. No one take offense to that. By that I mean it's gonna be offensive.
Oh, Lord.
So imagine this world, guys. Imagine this world. You know how there's the world of courses, right? And you know how there's OnlyFans and such. You remember my last idea was like, what if we do a training for OnlyFans girls on how to make the most money? And instead of we're just managers. We're managers of OnlyFans accounts, just like Twitch managers or social media managers. Except it's for OnlyFans where they provide foot pics and shit, right? Now imagine if we do like a course, for example, like on Udemy or in general, on how to find people who make six figures or more, men who make six figures or more, and have their baby, and then the bonus course could be we teach them how to divorce them to get child support, but we take a 15% cut and we manage their entire relationship on how to do so. So we could teach the women how to finesse men, and we get benefits from it though. Like imagine if we sell that course and we have like, look at all the results of all these baby mamas who are getting $15,000 a month, $20,000 a month. This could be you. Like, bro, imagine all the women who buy that. We can sell it for a low price of $25, so it's actually affordable to come in. And then the actual course where we teach you how to do the law stuff of actually divorcing them, we'll charge the $100, and that'll be monthly. And that's how we'll get them in with the $25 up front, and then $100 monthly. We can get them in and be like, we'll continue to advise you. Like, bro, if we lean into that, bro, come on now, fam. Tell me we ain't gonna make mad money from all these women trying to get like, hey, they can have the man's money without having the man, bro. What? Tell me I ain't genius, bro. Somebody needs to start that. Hey, whoever listen, if you want my idea, go for it, bro. Go for it. But it is risky. I'll tell you, it's against public norms. But trust me, it's worth the money. There's money to be made there. Because if you can systemize that and get a cut off it, bro, even 5% cut, and then you record it so the course you don't have to actually do it. I'm just giving free game here, free game for somebody to take, man. It's just like the modernization of what's that word? Y'all know what I'm talking about. What y'all think, man? What y'all think? Y'all see? We should have Shark Tank. We should have Shark Tank on here, man. Shark Tank, bro. Like, I bet you them sharks would invest real quick, man. Make a little bidding plan. Be like, yo, we'll give you a 10% return on your initial investments
for 75% ownership.
No, hold them now. They get 1% stake. This is $1 billion business. It's gonna be like apple pie. Be like, hey, you get guaranteed money off the divorce. Guaranteed.
I mean, you said you want a Shark Tank.
They ain't get no stake. They get maybe 1%. This is a lucrative business. This is a cash flow game.
You wild, bro. Are you wild? They're gonna be like, get the hell out of my show.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, who brought this guy here?
Yeah, get on my show. 1%. I don't even care. This is $100 billion. Get off my stage. We asking for 20 and 30.
I don't know if y'all know, like the dollar is like majority controlled by women, and if we can sell products there,
I plead the fifth. You wild.
that's complete science, my guy. That's complete science. It's statistical. Look that up, man. That's why a lot of marketing ads, no lie. That's why a lot of marketing ads, even like male razors and stuff, is targeted towards women, because women are the main consumers that spend the money. And so I'm just saying, like, if you want to be a good marketer, you go towards where the market buys.
Where does the market buy?
No, the market mainly is the woman dollar. The female dollar is the market right now.
Oh, gotcha.
And so I'm saying, like,
so you're saying it's a female's market?
Yeah, on a real serious level, though.
Wait, but they got the money like that?
Yeah, they got the money.
Where they got the money like them?
They got their own money and the man's money. They're the main
so like spender. The man gives them their money?
Yes, they're the main spender.
Oh, so they're the ones that are choosing to buy the stuff.
Yes, and so if you market towards the person who's the buyer, they're the main spender of dollars.
Okay, are they a good spender?
Oh man, what? That's not a question. The question should be what they spend their money on, so that then we could make that. What do you mean they're a good spender? No such thing as good or bad spending when you're trying to sell stuff. What you mean?
So if somebody can target correctly but then you're just tailoring to that audience.
Yeah, you tailor to the audience that you're going to get the most sales from. I'm just giving y'all a little grotesque marketing advice, guys. Just pick your nuggets where you want them at. Some are buried deep, some are above ground. You decide where you want to get them from, fam.
Yeah, you just shooting randomly.
I'm not shooting. Yo, you gotta have a metal detector and be listening and be like, oh, that's gold. That's gold right there. You know what I'm saying?
Gold to who?
Gold to somebody who won't make that money. Somebody looking down like, damn, man, that sound like a good breadwinner.
You know what someone's gonna say you sound like?
Sound like what?
Yeah, this dude sound like Kanye, man. What are you talking about, man?
That is the last thing I thought you were gonna say, my nigga. Goddamn, bro. Kanye dragging the men on like, yo, come to my next stadium, and then we're gonna release it, man. Then we're gonna release Dawn to come to the next stadium. not this stadium though. Like what?
He said that.
Yeah, he moving to another stadium. All these people following Kanye around like he's Jesus right now. Jesus, man.
Yo, but what if he's doing that not just for marketing? What if he's doing that just for another way to circumnavigate not allowing him to have a concert?
Bro, he already played a bunch of songs like it was a concert.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if him saying, I'm just playing my Donda thing? It allows him to have a concert. Because what if they haven't greenlit concerts and whatnot? But they did.
Bro, wherever he's at, I haven't even had the energy nor the care to look and see where he's hosting things at. Whatever he's at, he's having larger groups of people. So I don't think they care whether it's a concert or a fucking music showing. It's the same thing, basically, because they're all congesting into a stadium whatsoever.
Policies are different.
Not for congregations of people. It's the same thing. They're coming to the stadium just like you can go to the game. Yes, just like they have all these festivals in Sturgis and all the things like that. What? Oh man, what? Yo, so many hot takes I want to say, but I'm just not gonna say.
I heard that he's not dropping until Drake drops his.
Bro, Drake is dropping music soon.
Yeah, he announced his summer album. We still waiting for it though.
Bro, Drake with a swing by Kim, be like, yo, I'm picking up your daughter and your wife. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, Certified Lover Boy. Yeah, that's the title. Donda versus.
Oh, I should have heard about that like a year ago. I didn't know we still working on
Certified Lover Boy versus Donda. That's gonna be like 50 versus Kanye.
They always be, man. What y'all think about what y'all think about Kanye? So we're on Kanye now, the marketing genius Kanye. What you think about Kanye dropping the baby songs because the baby insulted HIV and trans people and all these people dropping them?
He got contracts in place. He better drop them.
Yeah, that's smart businessman answer.
What?
That's smart businessman answer.
What? He looked at that $1 billion net worth and he said, "I ain't giving this up. You better get off my songs, boy."
bro, what y'all think though about like, yo, like it's about what Boosie said about like 20 years from now, it's not gonna be cool to be straight.
Man, that's wild.
Facts.
We trending in that direction. No lie.
Man, y'all gonna catch me outside the city then? Cause what?
Nah, bro, you gonna be coming inside and be like, yo, I gotta use the bathroom. Be like, gender neutral or agender?
What?
Like, what the fuck does that mean, fam?
I'll be like, man, I stumbled upon the wrong place, man. I thought there were humans here. Like what?
Nah, bro, no. We she hers and they thems out here, bro.
Yeah, you just confused me, bro. What? Nah, but you know, when you do business and stuff like that, you do have to be very respectful and whatnot. So
I'm respectful to logic.
You got to treat it with respect and stuff.
I'm respectful to logic. I'll say that. They trying to change the passports and shit, man. What, bro? The world is crazy out here. The world is crazy. People are too opinionated. I think social media and the internet gave too many people power to be talkative. Like back in the day, you had to actually know something to talk. Now just everybody an expert and everybody got an opinion and they get to voice it out loud. Like, bro, what? Some people saying stuff that never would have been said. Like, I'm not about to say it. The fucking mean, like, nigga. You about to get me to say that shit. Fucking me, dog. You trying to play me? I ain't saying nothing. I'm trying to keep my sanity in my life. What you talking about? But I'm just saying.
You ran close enough.
Too many people. Hey, too many people trying to talk around here. That's all I'm saying. Too many people allowed to talk.
Yo, but
I'm a prime example. I don't know if I should be talking, but hey, I'm here. What's up?
But doesn't it just make more sense though that if you're a top 1% human being in this world, right?
How do you like it so far? Don't forget to reach out via social media and suggest the next hot topics to argue about.
If you're the top 1% in something, doesn't that mean you have a voice? Doesn't that mean that you have? Yeah, that means you can talk for the 1% that you represent. You could be that representative for the group of people. And as you define who you are, you become that representative more and more. And the more you talk, the more you define that you are that big representative, right? Because then essentially you become the person who gets to defend your points of views. For example, somebody says like basketball is trash and whatnot. You know, you can be like, hey, as a lover of the art of baloncesto, I don't think it is that trash. And if you disagree, play me for it. Type of thing. And in whatever area, like if somebody starts to hate on blogging and stuff like that, you could be like, hey, why are you hating blogging? I'm a blogger. I think it's pretty cool that I could put my ideas on digital space, on digital web, and somebody else out of the randomness, it'd be 2 a.m. in their time, it's 5 a.m. in my time, and they can read it and they can actually find joy and revelation and discovery, and they can accompany me on my journey from beginning to middle to potentially end. They can start being appeased at what I have going on in my life and stuff like that, when I didn't even think people would have ever cared.
Man, fuck that. I write for me, and if you like it, great. If not, skedaddle.
Because when you look at yourself like, dang, I'm the 1% of insert height, insert this, insert that.
But I don't know. Depending on looking at the 1%, you may get an inflated ego so easily. So I don't think like that.
Because think about it. That means 99% of human beings are shorter than you.
Whoopty scoopity doo.
That's 7 billion people. That means like 6.8 billion people are shorter than you on this planet Earth.
What value does that? I mean, it brings value, sure. I mean, like, I don't think of it that way.
Nah, because you're already that height. Think about the people who are shorter than you.
Just be satisfied. I'm gonna get people get canceled. You're canceled because you're too tall. What?
Yeah. They're gonna let everything else fly by.
The conglomerate of short people is
they're gonna let everything fly by, and they'll attack you for the height. They're like, Kirsty, you're the over 6 foot tall dude every girl's been looking for, huh?
Man, what? Man, 6 feet, 6 figures, 6-pack. Man, that's the agenda out here.
Yo, girl's gonna be like, oh my god, he meets all my qualifications. They ain't even met you. They don't even know.
Gang, 6-figure debt. They ain't specified. What you mean?
Yo,
6-figure debt coming with me. In the luggage.
They'll be like, how long that I gonna get paid off though?
What if I say never?
They'll be like, well, are you always gonna have a very frivolous lifestyle?
I mean, hey, they probably join in regardless.
It's like, are you gonna be able to take care? Because if you can feed them, you can take care of them. Then you can always continuously be in debt, I guess.
Depending on where you borrow debt from.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you don't get caught or killed, you can play that little game. You know what I'm saying?
Man, long as I don't get trapped in the game along the way. And that's a dangerous game along the way.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of businessmen do that. That's why they create new businesses that go bankrupt. They create new businesses again. They start to create credit for their said businesses because they always want to get in there. Like, that's why a lot of companies, they take out credit cards and whatnot in the business name because they want to build credit so that way the company can then finance a building, finance a leasing space. You know, you can go from a credit card being in a basement or being in the garage or whatever, or just being an online document that's a company, and then taking out a credit card in the company name to then leasing out a space, because then leasing out the space is account for credit, to then paying for the CEO or the president's car or whatever, because that's what companies do. They buy cars in the name of their president. And this is all through the company. The person hasn't got paid yet. These are all business expenses. The gas is a business expense because everywhere you go, you're representing a business. And then at some point, if you have your own space, your space becomes a business.
You give real marketing advice. I give the wild marketing advice. I think it's great. Listen to him if you want to make a real business. Listen to me if you need a get rich quick scam. I'm here for that. What's up?
Man, you're gonna have a lot of people thinking you're serious.
So, hey, if they could, hey, what? Well, y'all see me with my new Rolex and be like, hey, where he got that from? Be like, hey, it's fake. It's fake. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about my PPV. Don't check that.
Man, you're gonna have all the scammers hit you up and be like, hey, I know you was joking, man, but your boy knows a little bit about the law. I know you bluffing.
I don't mind I'll be an advisor. Don't even worry about it, fam. I'll advise you. And if that's and I take no legal repercussions. We're gonna sign some documents. Don't even worry about it.
Hey, that's true, because with your life coaching services, don't you also have to get used to signing contracts and stuff, like for repeat customers and whatnot? Or do you call them clients? Like, what are they called?
Clients? The nice C word? Customers to me, I don't like the word customers. It sounds like a transaction, which it is, but client sounds so much more
like you're giving assistance?
Connection. Sounds like more of a connection than a
personal connection, emotional connection.
Yeah. Because you're my client, I care for you. Instead of you're my customer, give me your money. Well, I think Walmart, when I worked at Walmart for 3 years, customer just felt so fake after that.
It felt like you were not talking to a human or something?
Yeah. Walmart, the use of customer just felt so fake after so long. I think that in general changed things.
You think so? I mean, we've all worked at Walmart, so we've all known how that feels to like talk to a person who's just like sees you as less than a person.
Man, like what?
Just because you got some blue on.
That's why I say I'd rather refer to somebody as a client than instead of a customer. And this feels more personal. And plus, when you're trying to build rapport, okay, real nugget time. When you're trying to build rapport with somebody, you want to get to know them in on a more personal level than just detaching. Because customer is kind of a word that pushes people away. And I know it's such a simple thing, but it's a word that pushes people away because it puts in their mind that they're just here for the transaction instead of I'm here to build a clientele base, build a rapport with you. And then once you get past clientele, you can move to different words and different relationship. But that's why you see a lot of high end businesses and a high tier transactions are you're my client, you're my clientele, my patron. Patron is kind of trash too. But patron is a more offshoot word, if you will.
But with your life coaching services, are you looking to like have people on as your client forever, or like you're only looking to have them on for like 5 or 6 sessions? You have an estimated amount of sessions to help them, or how do you plan on getting that? Just so to give people like a heads up what they're looking at.
It just depends on what they need. That's why the discovery call exists. You can't just assume or figure out what they need. Now, a lot of life coaching based on just on actually making real change. You're gonna have to do more than just one session. You'd have to at least do at least 3 to 4 sessions to actually figure out what you want and actually get a plan. Because life coaching is more about figuring out where you're at, what you actually want out of this, and then making a plan and checking up on that and correcting it. And you can't just do that in one hour session, 1 30-minute session. So that's why it really depends on what that person's problem is and what they're looking for and such. So it's by case basis. It's not something you can just assume and plan for on average.
And why do you think people should give you an opportunity to hear you out?
Because I exist. That's it. Because I exist. I am me, and I am me. I on a serious note though, I mean, like, because I've been there, and once you've been there, you know how you can help other people get out of there, if you will. It's really that simple. Life coaching really just comes down to: have you been there? Do you understand them? Are you empathetic? Can you figure out people and talk to them in a way that you're not condescending and actually listening to their problems and understanding their problems and providing them with possible solutions while not just undermining what they actually need and what they actually want and how they actually feel? Because all real life coaching is helping somebody get to where you are or get to somewhere that you've been from where they are currently. That's literally just the essence of life coaching. That's why anybody can be a life coach if if you're helping somebody with something that you've already experienced.
Mm-hmm.
That's the general gist. And that's the general gist. That's all you're going to get business wise. This is not a free business podcast. Now, if you want to get more business information, one day we may release a course. We'll see. Maybe something like Presenters for Hire. I don't know. That sounds like an interesting idea.
Yeah, because with Presenters for Hire, we'll be able to go a little bit more in detail about how the business is, as well as back end of not only just the life coach, but anything that we have going on, because it becomes a little bit easier to start delving into what interests us and also to teach others, because, I feel like, and I think personally, when you teach somebody else, you learn. So by you becoming a life coach and you getting exposure to continuous amounts of individuals that are seeking your advice, by you teaching them on a consistent basis, it allows you to learn on a consistent basis to the point where, like, by the time you say you have over 1,000 clients already done, at least 1 hour each, that kind of advice that you give them would be like a seasoned blade that's been honed time and time again on a whetstone.
Selling non-tangibles is difficult.
As a service?
As a service. Selling non-tangible items is difficult as a service. Again, so that's why it's a difficult thing to get into, the difficult thing to excel at. It depends on the person, depends on the situation. There's a lot of different
variables. Yes.
Yeah, there are a lot of things to consider with business in general. That's why I said back in the beginning of the show, let's look at some good scams. Come on now. Fam. Like, man, there are so many good scams that I can just like, hey, here you go. Give me $20. You can take this idea. Go rework it. We should make a website called Scams for Sale. Just something simple. And we literally could just brainstorm on scams. People can come there. We could sell them, and they could be real scams or fake scams. It could be just a joke website, but it'll be fun little project to make because it lets you creatively think. Creatively think is so much fun without the limitations of the world views and the
I
politically correct.
The fifth.
I'm just saying. I like freedom of
I
speech and freedom of
plead
thought.
the fifth.
I just like freedom of speech and freedom of thought. What you talking about, fam?
I plead the fifth. That's a freedom. Yes, that is a freedom that I will be pleading the fifth on. I'm pleading the fifth. What? Are you kidding me, boy? Man, hey guys, he's just joking. He's not serious.
Yo, I just remember something, fam. Two things. One, let me bring this up first, though. Yo, back to the eviction moratorium. Let's rewind. Back to the eviction moratorium, fam. The landlords are boiling over now. Did you hear about that story about that landlord who killed two of their tenants for not paying?
Bling blow. Like, he said, where my money?
How much more frequently are we going to see landlords lashing out like that
all the time?
Tenants? Like, I know there's like landlords are like, I'm gonna just cut the electricity, water, unbolt the windows, and they can't do nothing about it. Like, fam, like, because again, the government is like, what happened to freedom? The government's like, yo, you landlords, y'all get nothing. You get nothing, but you have to let them people stay here for free. And of course, like I said, sympathy wins over everything. And then people are always looking to be angry at people with more money or people who they think are better than them, and they ignore them. And so they view landlords as rich people in their minds, when actuality they're not rich people whatsoever. They're people with lots of debt most of the time, who are living by paying off their debt through your rent. So no rent means more debt. I mean, so like it's funny. It's funny watching. It's funny if you just sit back and watch where our world is currently, and just America and the small ecosystem that it is, and how it's happening. Like, bro, we're in for some interesting things in this coming year and the year after. We're like, how are we gonna bounce back? It's gonna be interesting. We got lots of jobs nobody's trying to apply for. At end of September, we got a lot of unemployment benefits ending. Like, bro, we about to go into either crash mode or super productivity of inflation and money mode. One of the two is going to happen. It's going to be interesting either way. But landlords is fucked. Landlords are fucked.
Well, you think we bouncing?
Because sympathy is a good thing, but it's also a threatening thing. Because you can be sympathetic to somebody not knowing that they're scamming you, such as the woman with no fake children, or you can be sympathetic to a homeless person who actually needs sympathy. And so there are going to be a lot of people being evicted who are not going to gain this sympathy because people don't like to be burned. And once you're burned once, you're way less likely to help out again. And there's so many scam artists nowadays, and there's so many people who are not very trustworthy and questionable that then when people start getting evicted for real and these what's that word I said? September coming, unemployment starts kicking out. Mm-hmm. Man, there's gonna be a lot of people who are just like you see even now. Everyone sees it now. If your eyes are open, your ears are open, you see it now. People are like, get a job. Stop relaxing on the government. The sentiment, there's always divides. There's always going to be divides with our nation and in the world in general. And so we got half a side like, y'all lazy, get a job. And then the other side is like, we need money. We need government assistance. And so it's literally a divide. And that's going to be interesting to see how that works out as well. Because once unemployment benefits stop, everybody going back to their jobs. Then we got the other side saying living wage. Like there's a lot going on in the world. And it's interesting to look at it from a different perspective. Just like look at it on a lens of what's going on. Why is this happening? Why does this work this way? What side is standing for this? What side is standing for that? Because there's always 2 to 3 sides for every coin, every situation. And standing on neither side lets you be a little more critical and just like actually listen, which has died a lot. A lot of people aren't critical anymore. A lot of just choose side and fall in. Like the Crips and Bloods is like, yo, I'm blue, I'm red side. What's up? Gang, anything that comes out against them are just like, nah, it don't exist, fam. Like they erase a letter from the category, from the vocabulary. That's the same like Trump people. It's like, fam. There is no such thing. There is no such thing, fam. Like immediately Democrats, Republicans. It's crazy. It's crazy. There's so many divides. I'm just saying, yo, you got a red and blue flag behind you. What you talking about? You're talking about pleading the fifth. You don't get to plead the fifth when you got a flag behind you. Like, fam, I'm just saying, like, it's crazy the divide and so we got in this nation right now, and it's interesting melting pot of situations that are going to come to a head eventually, and I just want to sit back and watch. That's why and I hope other people too, make sure they stable, make sure they family stable, so that when this shit come, you can at least have a nice window view and not be affected. And when I say window view, I mean you could look in, but you don't have to be touched. I rather look in and not be touched than have to go out on the streets and work really hard because I wasn't prepared beforehand. But like I said, it's a lot of interesting things going to be coming. I'm definitely going to have my eyes, ears open, looking around, listening to the news. Just like we got the impeachment stuff going on right now. It's very intriguing. Seeing what's going on with the impeachment stuff, because I don't know about you, I don't think anybody getting arrested for real. It's America, and there's too much money involved. We'll see.
I mean, didn't a lot of people get arrested at the riot?
I'm not talking about the riot. I'm talking about the actual people who started, like Trump, talking about the Republicans, or the people when he tried to actually do a coup, they're getting all this research and stuff. I doubt anything's actually going to criminally happen because.
But wasn't that the whole riot is what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
the people got arrested there.
The regular people who were there, and I'm talking about actual people who matter, the politicians, the people who actually did it, the people who actually tried to do the coup.
Oh, wait, are you saying and suggesting somebody was behind the riots?
No, I'm not. Not at all. I'm just saying, when I'll quote that black man who was a Capitol police officer. He was like, when you send somebody as a hitman, not only does the hitman get caught, but the person who sent him. End quote. So I'm just saying, hey, the people who sent the hitman, which is the mob, I doubt them niggas gonna get touched whatsoever. That's all I'm saying. Is not very likely. But I mean, I don't mind. I mean, none because again, you can't put the world of burdens upon your mind. That's why I just watch and listen and know what I can change and know what I can't. Sure, I'll go vote on the local level.
LOL.
Got to make change around you first. And then second thing I wanted to bring up was about bro, what you think about Schrodinger giving up millions from the Lakers?
I'm like, who?
Dennis Schrodinger.
Schroeder?
Yeah, Dennis Schrodinger, fam.
What? Yo,
bro, what? The man said, nah, don't give me 84 million. I'm worth 100. Then get 5 million.
Nah, it's just sad that he mistimed, misjudged, and overestimated.
Bro, when you overplay your hand, fam, like that, you can't. You can't.
But the funnier part is, like, he's still getting millions. Like, it's just the difference between, like, going out every night and going out.
Hold on, no. You were going to get 20 million a year for 4 years. Now he's only getting 5. He's literally getting
5 for 1.
5 for 1, yes. And today he was going to get 20.
He's getting 75% less than what he would. He got 75% less than what he thought he
for 1. Now he's getting 5 for 1. Like, bro, that man may look back and never get anywhere close to that amount of money offered again. Lakers were stupid. Lakers were stupid for offering that shit to him.
I'm rightly so. Like, he wasn't putting up those numbers.
I don't know. They're like, yo, if you take this behind the scenes, they're like, yo, if you take this contract, we will break your knees. He's like, okay, no matter, okay, I'm not taking it.
Yo, are you suggesting the contract was just for play?
You thought you didn't get nobody pregnant? You got someone pregnant. We bringing them out, bro. They get this man. They threaten that man.
You know, me being the realist I am, I believe that. I believe that is what actually happened.
Ain't no way this man walk away from that much money.
Yeah, something happened.
Unless he's stupid.
They called. They probably called the agent. They're like, listen. We gotta be nice because he's an all-star or an ex-all-star. So we gotta, because Lakers like the all-stars. So we gotta offer him contract. But listen, we don't want him on the team. So you need to say no. And if you say no, we'll make sure to get you at least $5 million minimum vet somewhere else.
Man, Captain LeBron was like, I'm not playing with this girl on my team.
Like, he missed 15 layups in a row. Are you kidding me? No. Yo, Magic, if you don't get this guy off the team, I demand a trade. Like, what? We ain't giving this guy 80 mil. What? He holding Russell's cap space. Are you talking about? We need Russell Westbrook in here. Yo, he was pulling the strings. You know that. He was like, yo, he holding Russell Westbrook. We need that explosiveness on this team. We need people who can make their layups, not throw away the layups or miss their layups.
Man, what? Can't even, bro. I'm just like, man, I don't know. Just like the guy who sold the Dogecoin and then Dogecoin became millions at the half creator of Dogecoin, or just like that guy who bought Bitcoin pizza. Some people just lost so much money and they have to live with it. And that's the strongest people once they come to peace with it. But they're just like, it has no value to me based on my existence. But good luck getting over that. That's a difficult place to find yourself in life, is to actually come to acceptance of, I lost something, I can move on. Because some people can't handle losing $5. Be like, oh my God, I dropped a $5. I gotta go drive back to this and look for this $5. And they spend more time looking for $5 than $5 is worth.
Man, you didn't even want to get me started on that, bro. That's just the same equivalency of saying that if your time is worth more than those $5, instead of looking back at all the money you lost, why not just focus on all the money you could be making with your precious, precious time. Instead of spending your 10 hours a week on some overtime projects, you could be putting 10 hours a week on your personal developmental project that will be paying way more on a scalability. For example, all it takes is like 1 to 2 hours a week of hard work, focused, deep, hard work, and you'll be able to get a company running in a few weeks. But a lot of people would rather spend all that precious time watching season after season of new shows on Netflix and Funimation and what else they do. Listen to all the brand new albums, old albums.
Hold up now, fam. Hold on now. Yo, hold up. Listening to podcasts is very informative. That is something.
I didn't say nothing about podcasts.
I'm just throwing this out here because you seem like you're going down a trickle down effect. Yo, podcasts are very informative. You need to listen to that. You could work out while you listen to podcasts stuff, man. You can be very effective. But you want to throw it out there. Yeah, but all the other stuff, yeah, terrible stuff. Terrible. Horrible.
Yeah, because when you put importance over yourself, over those $5, you realize like, wow, all I have to do is show that I'm the best, and people will automatically acknowledge that. It's like, yes, they will. And once they do so, and once you do so, then you can acknowledge, all right, now I can offer you something very valuable, which in your case would be your life coaching. And are you still thinking about doing your web design too?
No, I'm not a web designer. I never could have been. I'm a web extraordinaire. No, I'm kidding. I am going to do web design. No,
Is there a difference between extraordinaire and a designer?
No. It's just one word a little bit longer. No, but I'm building the foundations first. Because, before you launch something, you want to make sure it's strong. You got to stress test it, bid out them processes. You feel me?
You've been stress testing it for like 8 months?
Hey, sometimes the stress is light, sometimes it's difficult. You gotta see what it's like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's very true.
And plus, you gotta live with life. Sometimes life gives you a little bit more time to work on it. Sometimes life, like, yo,
ain't it crazy? Like,
what?
10 years ago, you never would have thought about that. Like, man, I have projects now that get delayed by months, and I ain't even tripping.
What you talking about? I had projects. I was trying to rank up. I had to get that grind on.
Man, I'm talking about real life problems and projects. Not no video game projects. Like, hey guys, by next week, I want a prestige, and I want to redo this with my fake account.
Exactly, fam. I was like, yo, I gotta hit this level, and then I'm on my secondary account. I gotta hit this level. You feel me?
It's like, so that way I could be just like y'all that make way more money than me.
Bro, I had in-game value. Okay, that's what I.
Yeah, that's the dope thing about video games that we'll always appreciate is like as long as you're in a fair game that's not like a pay to play or whatever, and even if you are in a pay to play, like you can sometimes still be able to find like those amazing friends and friendships or whatever that can like transcend the payments. Like you guys can get along on like a different level as opposed to like real life and stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like, when you're playing games and stuff like that, it's much easier to just get along with people because everybody's the same. At least that's what I think.
I mean, yes, to a certain extent. Plus the mindset of when you're going to game, just like just like basketball. When you go and play basketball, you're trying to kill a nigga across from you. So just like playing video games, people are going there to have fun and actually enjoy it. Well, okay, never mind. Let's talk to people. Yo, let's just say video games are easier than real life to make friends in. You run and talk to people regardless.
In basketball, there's some people that don't even go to kill. Like, there's so many different ways to play the game. Like, there's people that are generally like really nice and really good. Like, they'll play a really solid game. Ain't no animosity. Like, they'll shoot in your face, like almost like a Curry. Like, no animosity. Same with lax defense too. Like, you letting me just score at will, or like at least it feels like will because you're not trying to like destroy the shot. You're not trying to like smush it. You're not trying to do nothing. Like, man, if you're gonna give me this lax defense, I'm cooking. Like, what? You gonna give me all this space? Okay. And it's like, wow, this person really doesn't care that I'm just cooking, or they just really think I'm gonna miss. Like, wow. They're really hoping on my downfall. How dare they? How dare they rue the day? You're giving me all this space. Let me go get him. Right in the face.
Man, what? It depends. Depends you want to win or not. Because then your team can be like, hey, buddy old pal, where's that competitive energy at? We need that right now.
Yeah, like if they're not doing good or doing their role, then it's like, hey man, you need to get a little bit angrier. You can't just let him out rebound you like that, Fred. Like you gonna just let him?
You know, don't put my name on the negative side. Hold up now. Don't be trying to be sly. You better chill out. You better say don't be like that Ted. Is what you should have said.
Like you the top 1%. He's supposed to be getting rebounds over all these.
My knees weak, arms heavy. What you mean? I'm tall but slinky. Get out of here.
You're supposed to be the top 1%, grabbing rebounds over everybody. What you mean?
And the 1% got it hard. Okay, like hold up now. 1% heavy.
You know, you could be in the gym and you could be talking about like, hey guys, if I would have been in basketball, y'all know I would have made the league just off of height alone.
Bro, I'm a young person. I'm gonna be a young person. Like, yo, if I win the league, I would join the league in my prime, fam. I'm 24. I would join the league in my prime.
Yeah, you know, because you know that in every gym, you always gonna have that one person that always.
Bro, that's why I got so much pressure on me just to when I go play basketball. I'm like, you sick, you tall. You tall, how you trash? I'm like, hey, y'all got higher expectations of me because I'm tall. Yo, let me be like, I'm 5'8" now. Like, hold up. Have your expectations of me like I'm 5'8", okay?
No, you just gotta tell them I just learned how to play last week. That's it. That's all. Once you tell them that, people be like, oh damn, you really good for someone that just learned. It's like you're a genius. It's like, I know, right?
But they ain't gonna believe that. They be like, how you ain't play sports all this time? I mean, like, my fingers are very dexterous.
No, you just tell them I was fat. Now I'm really skinny, and I didn't think that I could ever play the sport. And now that I'm really skinny, I could play this sport. They'd be like, "Hey,
hold up now, yo, why be honest when you can tell them a story? Chill out now, dog. You don't give them the truth. You got to give them a story first, and then the truth will wow them later. What you mean?
But what kind of story?
Like I told you, my fingers are dexterous, and then they can take a guess.
What? Ambidextrous?
No, dexterous. Because I've done a lot of hand-eye coordination things when I was a kid, just for fun. It's just like catching a ball on the wall for very long amounts of time because I was bored.
Did you do that?
Yeah. See, as a kid, I was a very loner person. And so I literally, for 4 or 5 hours, this is like when I was like middle school, elementary kind of thing. I literally have a bouncy ball sitting in a 4-room wall that was like a foyer. Oh, wow. The 4 little wall, man. I'd bounce balls around, little bouncy ball, and I catch it over and over again with one hand, then I catch it over and over again with the other hand. And that was a whole bunch of fun to me. And lo and behold, I was just training my hand-eye coordination. Until this day, I have good hand-eye coordination, and I'm super excited when I catch things that are falling without me being prepared for them to fall. Come on now, I know. Come on now, I preach. I know somebody out there like, yeah, boy, I love catching stuff too. And I know y'all out there.
Bro, ain't nobody got reflexes like that. You wild.
You feel like a superhero, man. Oh my God, the lighter's falling. You're like, caught it. Didn't even think about it. Yo, remember that Spider-Man scene when that's like Spider-Man 1 when he was in the lunch table and that bully hit him and when he walked into what's her April? Is that the name of her name? The main character of Spider-Man all the time? Whatever her name is. Anyway.
He said April.
Anyway, he bumps into her and then he catches the food tray with
Mary
all the food.
Jane, bro.
Yeah,
Mary
that
Jane.
girl. And he catches the food tray with all the food in one hand, like in slow motion. Yeah, that's that dope. That dope. Like, come on now. That's hand-eye coordination at the peak level. Spider reflex.
You got the reflexes naturally gifted. That's why I said you top 1%. You letting yourself lose to guys who got no skill.
See, people try to put. Hey guys, listen. People try to put you on a pedestal so that you're easier to knock down. You got to stay low to the ground with your center of gravity, just like in real life with your body. If you stay low to the ground and you demean yourself a little bit, they can't knock you down because you're already low. But then you shoot up out of nowhere. That's why it's good. On the real talk though, that's why it's good. Is that you stay under the radar and you don't brag, because then when you do good, there's nothing they can do except, wow, he's good. If you say you're good all the time, no matter even if you excel and be amazing, they would just put you at the good level because you brag so much. Always better to start lower. That's your little nugget of the day. Nugget. Here's another nugget for you guys. You know, I'm full of nuggets, man. I'm just dropping them left and right.
You think that's why LeBron gets so much hate? Is because after some time he started talking a little
his
too
nickname
much?
was King James. Of course you're going to get hate.
Nah.
King is going to, and he doesn't even call himself a king. He's his fans. Of course they're going to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he started getting hate, I think, when he just like, you know what? My fans are right. I am at that MJ level. I need to start acting like I'm at that MJ level. Put some respect on the King name. Like, I'm taking my towns to South Beach with a ring because I'm the king. Everybody like,
I'm going to be against him no matter how good he does because of if you stand tall and say you're tall, people don't like people who have complete confidence in themselves because then it's viewed as arrogance and it demeans the people around them because they feel a certain way. That's why bright shining stars always have shadows. And people don't like to be shadows.
I mean, if you do your role right, you can always be a star. Like, look at Rich Paul. Rich Paul is a star. He ain't no shadow. He is a star. That boy and LeBron were able to
star in a different way. You can't be a star in the same, like, there can't be two LeBrons on the same team.
Yeah, you dropping nuggets left and right. You right.
Boy, everybody on your team can be a star if they know how to be a star in their situation, and then you combine together. You could be an asteroid belt, my nigga.
Oh,
otherwise there could be a lot of shadows.
Oh, shooting stars in a group, my guy.
People don't like to be shadows, fam. That's why you have to figure out how to talk to people and group up with people and communicate with people. Where even though they're below you and they're assisting you, which they're not theoretically below you, they're just fitting their role. But some people feel like they're below you. Yes. You just have to let them know that shadow is valuable, because behind every, like, for example, behind the saying of behind every powerful man is a strong woman. If she's behind him, she's the shadow, but she's supporting him. And that's valuable, and because the man valued that star values that woman behind him, they're valuable together, and it's a beneficial ambiotic relationship. And that's just a hypothetical situation. I mean, like, in general, stars are valuable, and so is the shadow if they aren't egotistical, neither one of them.
Yeah, because you need to have a team in order to produce stuff.
Yeah, that's why I want to build a group and build a team of like-minded individuals and such like that. And that's why you have to one of the first criteria is going to be, do you have a lot of ego? Can you stand behind somebody else and support them and not have to get all the credit? There's a lot of that's one of the main things you got to worry about.
You know, a lot of people are going to be like, if you're really serious about that group, you're going to have like a 1% entrance rate.
I'm fine with that. I'd rather only have 10 people in the entire world. I don't really care the amount of people. It's just the type of person included in, because you can't just lower your level of quality of an individual just because they're not going to be. It's just like, that's why there's a lot of the private groups. That's how you build a lot of generational wealth and stuff. You network and you build around people who you know you can trust, and to know that you have to have a certain higher standards of person, if you will, and get to know that person over time and see what kind of person they are. You have to be good at reading people and such like that. That's why, like I said, I want to build that kind of group. It takes time and it takes effort and it takes finding those kind of people, but it's definitely something that I'm planning on doing in the future. Mm-hmm. And currently looking people, vetting people. They may just not know it, but I know it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's all about what you want. It's all about what you want, man.
It's not bad. And if that is effectively implemented, it does allow you to create a community of like-minded individuals who are all like-minded and can help each other stay afloat. Because, you know, that's what you need, people in order to like help you stay in check and in order to stay either on code or on task. Because a lot of people get distracted. There's a lot of things in this world that shines like gold, but is not gold. A lot of people get distracted with things that might not even be that luxury, but they just don't have the aptitude, nor do they have the composure to be able to reject it on an effective basis, especially when it's very important. So it's very important to be able to have that mindset of getting around those like-minded individuals and having that high standard of choice. Now, for those that are listening, it's not saying that we can't befriend you guys. That's not what he is saying. He's just saying a group of individuals he would like to close network with, type of thing, right?
Yeah, just like a very small, inclusive group. Like, you know, everyone got to have their core network, and then they have their friends and their other network that they associate for business life and stuff like that. But everyone got to have like their core network where they build with, that they can tell secrets to, that they can trust, that they can.
But I'm still gonna be able to talk to the Argue Bro people though. Like, I feel like that's.
I'm not talking about like cutting off certain fans and Argue Bros and stuff like that.
I'm just saying, just in case people might misunderstand.
No, like not the be all end all. It's just that you have to have certain levels to this shit. You know what I mean? Like, literally, that's saying, like, fam, I need the kind of person who's willing to clean the Walmart bathroom, but then also can be the store manager and lead people.
Man, this guy is wild.
Bro, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, do you know how dirty the Walmart bathroom be getting, fam? People going there having diarrhea and stuff. But hey, if you can clean the Walmart bathroom.
This guy is wild. Did y'all not just hear me say he is wild? And he said what? As if I didn't know what I was talking about. And then he just talking about that like it's not just wild. Like, he just said the wildest thing that been happening in that bathroom as if it's not wild. Like, that is wild. Bro, that is even more wild. How you talking about the wildest stuff that's happening in the bathroom saying that's not wild. Like, you don't know that. You know that's not normal, right? It's like, yeah, that's called wild, sir.
Hey, bro, I had to go clean up after, and I'm here today. What you mean? I did all kind of jobs. I did all kind of man.
They asked me that. I said, pass, buddy. They said, we don't need you to clean the bathroom. And I said, listen, I'll mop in there. No, we need you to clean the toilet. I was like, I'll mop in there. He was like, but buddy. I was like, buddy, I will mop in there. because it was not in my job description. I will mop and I will sweep in there, but I will not be cleaning no Walmart infested bathroom. Nope. You think I'm crazy? I will walk out of here. What? You think I'm going? Give me that mop. I'm in there. I ain't going in the females because I'm going to get killed. But then,
man, you'd be surprised. Them female, man, at the bathroom be bugging.
Man, I hated always having to close the female bathroom because then I would walk in there and I'd be like, "Is anybody in here?" And nobody would say anything, and it was still like once every 6 times there'd be somebody in there like, "Oh my God, somebody's in here!" Like, after like 5 minutes of me cleaning, they're like, "I'm sorry." It's like, you didn't hear me screaming like for 5 minutes?
Deported.
We're like, I'm sorry, I was so scared. I was like, it was that time a month. I was like, okay, I'll give you like 10 minutes, and then just like walk out and be like, well, I guess I don't get to work for 10 minutes.
Nah, you get deported, dog. It's over.
I'd be like, well, Walmart, as you can tell.
You worked at a supermarket. It was a little different for you, man. I worked at a little neighborhood Walmart. There was one bathroom for the entire store. I mean, 2 bathrooms, 1 man, 1 woman. Everybody ran up in there, man. So the bathroom got tore up from the flow up. And I mean the flow down too, fam.
This is super Walmart. There's like
they was savage. The men only had one toilet and two urinals. Only one of them works. I mean, it was trash in there. But yo, see, that's what I was willing to do the grimy work.
But stop bragging about the grimy.
That's all I'm saying. I need somebody willing to do the grimy work in the shadows, and then somebody who willing to stand in the front. Either one. I need you to be able to do both.
And it's funny, and it's funny because the kind of swag you walk with, you never walk with the I was down bad. This kind of swag. People be like, you used to do what for a living? It's like, yeah, man. So be grateful that I'm spending 10 minutes giving you some advice and dropping a little bit nugget. You know what I'm saying? Because I could be doing something else with my time.
I could be going back clean that Walmart for free. What you talking about? Be just like old time, reminisce real quick. Be like, hey, but this time I came with my own cleaning supplies. I spent $100, got me the good Dawn soap, got me the good brush and broom, bro. Come up there like, hey, I'm cleaning this Walmart for the one time.
Yo. Now that you actually bring that up, that used to irk me having to clean up with generic.
I'm like, yo, you want their paper towels as thin as some hair, bro.
Like yo, what? Like, why is this the cheapest supplies ever?
I'd be like, yo, is this soap or water?
Yo, we are gonna get so sued. Why is this the cheapest supply ever? Yo, it's like you gotta wrap it around 5 times just to like. Why am I spraying this so many times to wipe the mirrors?
Hey, only benefit they had mad gloves. I carry a box of gloves. And you're like, hey, I need another one. They had mad gloves though. They had mad gloves. That's what matters.
Man, I used to be laughing so much. Like, man, I can't believe this is $1 billion company.
Bro, that's how they say $1 billion. What you talking about?
They spending $10 on 3 months supply of toilet paper. You got people in there complaining, ain't no toilet paper in there. Be like, what you want me to do? Open up this toilet paper here, the one that's not paid for, and give it to you? It's like, that's exactly right. It's the same thing. It's the cheap kind, right? It's like, I mean, you ain't wrong, but it ain't my job. What? You can get out my face. Like, I ain't trying to lose this job for no 99-cent toilet paper. Like, what?
I wonder how Target got it, man. Yeah, I could go undercover work at Walmart again. Yeah, whenever I make enough money where I can retire from my job in about 3 to 5 years, man, I'm gonna go work at Walmart again. Just for
it's so funny. It's like,
and document.
When RDC World did that video where it was like different fast food places and stuff like that versus each other, I was like, man, that is so true. Different fast food places and different retail chains all are different. Like Walmart people, like they don't care. They're people who just really don't care. And then Target people, they're like all connoisseurs. Like you ask any one of them, like, hey man, do you know where I can get X, Y, and Z? It's like, I know exactly what you're talking about. And if I don't know, I'm gonna get somebody that knows exactly what they're talking about. It's like, really? It's like, yeah. Z said you needed, what kind of chips you said? Balsamic vinegar chips. Like, yeah. Even though I work in this department that has nothing to do with what you just said, I know exactly what, like, bro, I got so flabbergasted one day. I asked this person like in electronics about food, and he's like, man, I know exactly where those cookies are, bro. I was like, word? And he's like, yeah. That's like aisle 19. You know what? I'll bring you over so I can get you some too. Because then I'll
higher pay brings in higher quality individuals.
You think it's higher pay? Because I used to hear it's the same kind of pay.
No, what you talking about? Target get paid way more than Walmart did. Even back when I worked at Walmart, I was getting $9 an hour. Even back then, Target getting more money.
Ah, that's true. That's true. I used to hear the guys in the back talking about how Target gets paid more.
Yeah, Target gets paid more all the time than Walmart. And so I was getting paid mad money. I mean, I was getting paid mad little working at Walmart, man. Just like if you go into a Whole Food, man. Going to Whole Food just to shop around and be like, wow.
Man, that's real. I haven't got to that kind of level of money yet, Fred. But when I do,
I have to eat like that to be healthy, okay? Some of us have procedures done. I have to eat healthy, you know. I get my little whole grain oats. Give me little steel cut oats in there. Give me little fruity fruits, you know. They got some good fruits up in there until what's that word called?
I don't know.
Man, you're supposed to be able to read my mind, dog. Like, what's up?
I don't know. You sounded kind of weird.
until Whole Foods does their little Amazon store where you can just walk in and not have to pay.
Oh, the Payless.
Yeah.
Yo, when I heard they were doing Payless, I was like, man, they're gonna be so many people stealing.
Man,
I was like, people are gonna be in there with no phones, just grabbing everything and walking out. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me?
You don't have to steal. You just steal someone else's phone beforehand, and then you scan their Amazon. So you're theoretically not stealing when you're buying it. You just stole the phone in the beginning. So theoretically,
it's just like stealing a credit card.
Oh, yeah, it was an investment to steal their phone. Now imagine the whole people like in the future, about like 10 years from now, a lot of things are paid for just having a coupon or a phone or something like that, and you scan it and then you walk out. How lucrative stealing phones and stuff are going to be even more so. Not even just to trade them out. Now you have a free meal ticket.
Dang, you wild! A free meal ticket.
Yeah, but boy, I was in Walmart recently, and you know how there's always like in 10 years this job's going to be obsolete, and in so many years trucking going to be gone because electronic vehicles. I'm just like, holy shit. There is so many self-checkout. There was only 6 registers inside the Walmart. I'm like, wow, that is insane. I didn't realize how quickly this is upon us.
Yeah,
cashiers are becoming obsolete, except for mom and pop stores.
Yeah, I mean, haven't you seen the super center ones? How they've
I'm talking about. I went to the super center. I'm like, if Walmart done it, everyone else about to be doing it if they haven't already done it.
Yeah, because they're just looking at the bottom line.
Yeah, and the bottom line is you can get out my bottom line.
Yeah, it's like, you know, when a robot is demanding $2.30 per day, you kind of justify like, well, you know, you've been here with us for 25 years as a cash register, and you charging $21 an hour.
They're gonna eliminate a lot of the low end jobs, and then what's gonna happen?
And the problem is that people still buy.
Yo, I'm sorry for all you career cashiers out there, man. Your time is numbered.
The good thing about being a career cashier is they got a lot of different skill sets that a lot of agencies, temp agencies, bank agencies, insurance agencies, a lot of different companies are looking for.
You don't know how to do anything with the gold. You have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And so if they knew how to do something with said criteria, they wouldn't be cashiering. Saying that when I was working at Walmart and doing self-check and cashier, if I knew how to use the experience instead of working there for 3 years, I wouldn't have been working as a cashier self-checkout for 3 years. Yeah,
like that's one of the things that once you understand something, learn what you need to, go and do your own. Because, I mean, not for everybody, of course, because everybody is slightly a little bit different.
Yeah, in different situations, of course.
Yeah, but for those that have that aptitude and have that desire, and you can see that is a possibility, unless you're like 99 years old and you can't even breathe or think, like, you got a shot.
I'm gonna end with this. This reminds me of this story. When I was working at Amazon, when I first drove up there in Massachusetts, on like my first few days, I was paired up with this old guy working in the warehouse, and he was teaching me the ropes stuff. He was like, "Why are you working here?" And this is a story that spurred me along to develop over that year when I was in Massachusetts and get to where I was. But he was like, "Why are you working here? You're way too smart to be working this labor job." And that really that gave me so much confidence. I don't remember his name. I don't think I'll remember it saying it. I'll remember that forever. That's gonna be one of the things that I'll remember in my life forever. Is whenever I feel weak and I'm down or anything like that, or I feel like I'm inadequate, that reminds me like, you're so smart. Why are you doing this? And from that, it spurred me along to actually get to where I am now, because I'm just like, that man is right. He saw in me something that I didn't see in myself. And to say that is to say that you have to see something that you don't see in yourself. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you need someone around you to do something. There's a lot of good people working at these jobs that all they need is somebody to tell them that you're so smart. Why are you doing this? Like if they just had someone to tell them that, there's probably a lot of people who would quit and move on. That's why COVID's kind of spurring that along now. A lot of people changing jobs and quitting and realizing there's something else more important that I want to do in my life that I could try. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people, if they had that wake up call, they probably wouldn't be working where they are because they realize the value they have.
And with that said, do you have any upcoming projects that you'd like to plug in?
You're probably going to be hearing this months from now. And by that point, you're going to be seeing a lot more blog posts from me guys. I'm about to become way more serious with my writing. Just for myself, I realize I like writing about the things I think about and consider. And that's why I said earlier, I write for myself. It's a lot of things I think about in my head that I'm vulnerable about, that I've experienced, that I've grown from, that I'm still working on. And that's what I like to write about. That's what I'm more passionate about. So I'm writing about a lot of stuff, more blogging. And every now and then you'll receive a poem from me. Every now and then. That's all I can guarantee. And
if you had the choice to have a bomb guest, who would you choose? Just if you could choose. If it was possible.
Dead or alive?
Alive. Possible. I said possible.
Hey, hologram about. Let me think on that. Give me like 1 minute. No, I want J.R. Smith. Give me Henny Smith.
Hey, that's lit. We'll see in a couple of months how our marketing team did. As for myself, Bate, my comic is out. You can check it out, NicoPengin.com. I got my blog up in there. I'm starting to drop some nonfiction stuff. I'm working with my team to not just incorporate science fiction and space opera content, but also start incorporating this nonfiction. As Fred and myself, we're starting to gear up and take a little bit more of a serious undertone with a lot of different business ventures, such as the Presenters for Hire that we mentioned earlier. We're looking at getting that up and running and getting that situated. I'm looking at helping the web design aspect that Fred's business is going to be initiating, as well as the life coaching. So that way we can start having more time for pod. Because even though you guys are going to hear this a couple of weeks after it's recorded, if we had a little bit more time and funds to be able to do it the way we really want to, it will come out way better than what it is right now. I promise you guys. So just bear with us as we get these services up and running. So that way we can start having a little bit more fun with recording our conversations, our topic, and engaging with you guys. And who knows, how maybe within a couple of weeks or a couple of months, we might even start doing some video recordings or get some interactive guests. Other than that, my name is NicoPengin, Argue Bros.
You've been listening to Argue Bros. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and leave us a review to let us know what you think. Keep listening and we'll catch up with you next week.